The International Conference on AIDS and Sexually Transmitted Infection in Africa, ICASA, in the country for 2 days to monitor and evaluate Kenya's preparedness in readiness to hold the 10,000 to 15,000 conference delegation. Chairperson of the National Endemic Disease Control Council, Dr. Ruth Laibon Masha, believes that the country has all it takes to host the occasion, which takes place in Africa after every 2 years, so as to analyze African leadership and ownership, as well as investment to support the continental response to HIV and AIDS, STIs, related comorbidities, and other emerging issues.
Find at least 95% of the people living with HIV, and also make sure not less than that 95%, once they're diagnosed, they're put on treatment. We are also committed that we make sure that the one indicator that shows success of treatment is what we call viral load suppression, basically meaning that person is not able to transmit HIV, but also they are living a quality of life, a good quality of life. And we're also committed to make sure that at least 95% of those people we get have their viral suppression achieved.
Led by ICAS Director Luke Amon-Bodio, Dr. Zili Ali, who serves as the Secretary General, Society and AIDS Africa, and Florence Wamala, serving as the Deputy Treasurer and Board Member, alluded that the selection process of hosting country of the conference aims to promote equity, hence the biennial hosting, which alternates between Anglophone and Francophone African countries and regions. ICASA faces stigmatization as the major issue and problem when organizing and mobilizing, with Kenya topping the list, followed by Uganda, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Tunisia.
We should start. We should stop hunting people who are living with HIV. Because we are all sick. We like it or not. We all have our own sickness. And being HIV/AIDS doesn't mean that you are dying. That is the past. Information should be available for everyone.
Lack of food, electricity, and water are other issues of concern topping the list. ICASA called on authorities to speed up on making all health sections functional and create awareness to avoid stigmatization. They also called on domestic funding for African countries and public so that there is inclusivity to speak for the voiceless.
This is a call for all African countries to take the health systems very seriously and make them functional, so that we as Africans are not seeking medication outside. If we must go outside, let us move within our continent. It will give us that pride.
Kenya submitted the request to host the ICAS 2023 conference, developed in partnership with Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, among other key stakeholders, including Ministry of Health, and the country has since been pre-selected as a potential host country for the conference.
But the solutions we are looking for are solutions led by Africa, owned by Africa, but most importantly are solutions that the head of states are committing to ending these diseases, because they have been eradicated elsewhere and they can be eliminated even in Africa.
The visiting team will be in the country for 2 days before it proceeds to Zimbabwe for yet another monitoring and evaluation as a possible host.
Let us know that we are doing the assessment visit, and out of the assessment visit, maybe in a week later, we hear which country will host the upcoming ICASA in December 2023. Thank you.
Stanley Lugaria, The Informer, uncovering the truth.